Want to watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out expressvpn.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months. Action.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So I haven't seen the full video quite yet. Yo to Bofem is the director, by the way. But congratulations to the Chargers, who have without a doubt the best social media team on the planet. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, we're going to see anime again? How did they top last season? No. They come right back out here and they give us a Sims-style reveal in some of the most legendary fashion that I've ever seen. It's absolutely hysterical to see what they've accomplished again this week. Oh my God, dudes. This is like, I quite honestly, I don't understand Sims as well as everybody does. I sure as heck didn't understand anime, but I cannot believe the effort that has gone in, the production value that's gone in, once again, to the Chargers schedule release video. It's going to be pretty tough for any team to match the kind of energy, the kind of production value the Chargers are throwing down once again, dude. I cannot wait to see how this one shakes out. Now, we did go through and look at the teams in my Bleacher Report live reaction video just like 20, 30 minutes ago. I've yet to actually watch the video, though. We kind of skipped to the end and found the schedule and went over some of the matchups there. I've yet to actually watch the video, so I'm going to do that for the very first time with you guys here live on stream, and we're going to see if we can catch some Easter eggs, because last season it was fire. Again, I didn't understand all the references in anime, but I'm sure as heck excited to see what the Chargers are throwing down here for the Chargers schedule release Sims edition of 2024. Quick shout-outs real quick. We got Insom Vids, we got GC, we got Nightwave, Matthew Dahl, Jason Epperly, we got Hugo the Doorman Boss. We got King D. Lloyd. Get to see us as Chargers football is coming up, baby. Yeah, it's coming up, dude. It is coming up. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch this, guys. I can't wait even 1 second longer. Unfortunately, I cannot have the audio on, but I will put on the video with you guys to follow along. Should be pretty fun. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take off the letterbox here so we're not covering too much of the screen. Here we go, baby. The Chargers schedule release video. I'm going to turn up the volume for myself. Make sure it's not up on here so we don't get slapped on the wrist from YouTube. And here we go, baby. We're going to be pausing along the way, too, to see about... Actually, no, I'm going to watch it all the way through once, and then we'll go back and we'll pause it. Does that sound fair to you guys? Okay, I'm going to watch it once. Here we go. I think that's all of our opponents. I caught this part. The clown emote, dude, the clown customization. Oh my God, they didn't just do that. The moving van for Russell Wilson, right? And the podcast for the Kelsey. There's the week 5 bye. Ah, but there's Justin Herbert, president of the fishing club, off doing his nonsense. What? Oh my God, here comes the Cardinals in death. Is this the Saints? Oh my God, it was a voodoo doll and a Falcon Sky got a hold of it. This is going by so fast. I can't wait to pause everything. Repo Man, I missed it. The Bengals at 7-Eleven? What is happening? Ravens Week 12 Monday Night Football. The Harbaugh Bowl pillow fight. Falcons week 13. Oh my God, Kirk Cousins. No. That is savage. Broncos week 16, wishing well. I missed what it said. Wishing well, did you mean dead cap? Oh my God. Patriots. Is that Gronk? Your dynasty has ended town and like what? Was that our 63 game? Oh, there was a QR code. I think you guys were mentioning that. Watching prison. That was absolutely freaking fantastic, man. Oh my God. Congratulations to the Chargers social media team, man. That was fire. What is happening? What is Stinky Baby? All right. I'm going to turn off the audio here. And we're going to go back. We're going to see if we can find as many Easter eggs as possible because that was absolutely hysterical. There were some things that, like, I thought I saw something, but it was moving by too quick. It's definitely one of those things that you got to go by slowly to figure out what's going on. So the very opening, right? I can't even believe it's Sims. If you guys don't know this, I used to do a lot of work with Madden, and they would every once in a while we'd go out to California to see the new games or whatever, and the Sims people would always show up. Very strange culture to me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm on the outside looking in, but I've seen enough to understand what's going on here in the reveal video. The Sims, whose idea was this, man, to promote that man, whoever it is behind the scenes? So the first thing I noticed, this is all our opponents, right? This is all our opponents fans, our opposing team's fans drowning in a pool. What are they saying? I need the bathroom. That's part of the game. Help me. We're in a pool. Is this what is this? The pool of our opponents. And then we're just gonna run with that. You guys in the chat need to help me out with some of these references too, man. We're gonna need help just like last season. What does this say? This video is not affiliated, endorsed, or sponsored by Electronic Arts. Okay, cool. The Chargers schedule. We got to do it proper. The Chargers schedule release. And how excited we all were for this one, man. Oh, my God. Okay, so this one first, obviously. Customization options. Not too unfamiliar with this, being an EA game fan myself. And, of course, you want to be sure you're dressed up proper when representing your team out in the world. This seems pretty proper to me. They have him. I love how they have him like out in like a studio getting photographed for a driver's license or something. Oh my God, fan freaking tastic. Here we have the Panthers. Obviously, this is Cam Newton, right? Did I miss something in the Raiders one? By the way, you guys let me know. Absolutely fantastic. I gotta look because there's always Easter eggs in the background, right? I don't know who that is in the photo. Jersey 24 for Woodson. All right, next up that's Cam Newton. I understood this one, man. I saw this right before coming on stream and talking to you guys. Cam Newton got in a tussle with somebody out in some event. I can't believe they threw this down. That is savage. Everybody was so confused how and why that went down. I remember that one. Start and finish versus the Raiders. Yeah, we're gonna go through and look at the whole schedule is in its entirety here as well. Just saying, Cam versus the team. Was it a teenager that he ended up fighting at that event? I don't remember. I just remember, yeah, he got jumped. I saw the video. Here, week 3. What are we looking at? So it's the draft. Why is there a guy with the face mask watching the draft? Is this bobbleheads in the background? Why is he wearing a mask watching the draft for the Steelers? Is that a Steelers fan watching the draft? Did they not have picks or something? Wide receiver from the Steelers when he got drafted. Oh, okay. Wide receiver from the Steelers when he got drafted. I don't know if I understand that one. But I understand this, man. Oh, that was George Pickens? He was drafted like that? I understand this one, though, man. The Broncos country, let's move. There's Russell Wilson fresh off the moving van from Denver. That's absolutely fantastic. Denver country, let's move. Can we see what's in the boxes down there? Is that Heinz? It's a Heinz box for their ketchup or whatever, the condiments. He's going to Heinz Stadium. Oh, that's fantastic. A Heinz box in the bottom right-hand side. We do not care. Here comes Russell Wilson. We do not. I'm guessing that's George Pickens waiting in line in front of him, right? There's a little reception error. What is this? They have the little the Q line thing around their logo. Is this one of the teams that got danced on in their logo? Was that the reference to that? Is that the one that we got danced on? You can't dance on it here. Please do not dance on the logo. That's funny. Who's on the top right-hand side? Can you guys see who I'm pointing? Let me actually, I normally keep this turned off. Let me turn it back on here real quick so you guys can see what I'm looking at. There we go. We'll turn on the cursor. Okay, what's this? What is this right here? Is that, who is this on the right side? I don't remember that play. I can't quite see it. It's a little pixelated. Looks like TJ. That's what I thought too. Is it TJ Watt? Is it TJ Watt? Some play with TJ Watt? Okay. Okay, interesting. And here comes Russell Wilson. I love that there's arcade games everywhere. Meeting up with what we're assuming to be George Pickens at this time. Who's number 2 for the Steelers now? Who's walking up? Who's walking up? I didn't quite. So Yin's move. We're here for 4'6". I don't know what that says there. Oh, that's Fields. That's Fields, dude. He was probably riding shotgun. That's funny. Yeah, that's Justin Fields. That's great. That's absolutely great. Let's move on. Okay, they're all getting acquainted in the house. Is he? Oh, is this awkward? What is this? What is this? He's making. Is that I made a relationship, a friend? Is that what the logo means? Oh, you Sims players out here. Wait, what does that mean? Is that something I should know? Is that something risque? Watching the other quarterback making relationships. All right, Russ is pissed. He's pissed. That's what it means. He's pissed. Russell Wilson pissed. Is he going to get benched all of a sudden? He is not happy. This one. Okay, so I recognize what was happening right away. This is that podcast that the Kelsey brothers run together, right? This is that podcast. I didn't see what the tweet said. It says, Travis Kelce, I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread and it straight smashed all of it. What? I had no idea they ate bread like that. Ha ha. Wait. Is this the subject matter of said podcast? Is this what the listeners are expecting when they tune in to the Kelsey Bros? In their defense, I've listened to a couple excerpts. It's fantastic. But what? Why? Honestly, dude, when I first saw the two emojis, I thought they were just both saying these nuts. That's what I thought. Like they're just going back with these nuts. That's the Kelsey humor that we're all expecting. He straight smashed the bread. Why? What? Is that all Taylor Swift in the background? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Is this? Oh my God! Look in the back right here. This is where Jason Kelce was smashing that beer in the audience. That's fantastic. You guys remember that? He took his shirt off. He smashed a beer at the Super Bowl. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. We all expected it. We all expected it. There she is. I was waiting, man. I was waiting. I was like, surely they have something lined up. I was waiting. There she is. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. We all know what's going on here. There she goes. She's sweeping Jason or Travis Kelce away on the private jet situation, man. Everyone's been going crazy about that. That's fantastic. Yeah, that is accurate. Yeah, that is accurate. Very accurate. I can dig it. This got me, dude. I absolutely love this. Justin Herbert, president of the fishing club. He's out there golfing. He's eating. He's making his briskets. He's just enjoying life to the fullest. I want to buy the way Justin Herbert, but I want to live my life the way Justin Herbert's Sims version lives his bye week. That's absolutely fantastic. President of the fishing club out here living his best life. That's absolutely fantastic. Yes, we're going to talk about the early bye. No one likes the early bye, but that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Moving on. Okay, so Walmart. This is the Broncos week 6, Walmart. I think I saw what was going on, but it happened so fast I wasn't quite sure. First off, there's a sale on jerseys. I have to imagine these are some of the guys that they have moving on, right? It's 2 and 7. So is it Russell Wilson and who's number 7 out there? I don't remember. Now, Russell Wilson was 3, right? Okay, so there's a sale on jerseys. Who's this guy walking out? Who's this person? You guys recognize him? Okay. This is exactly what I thought was happening. Okay, so this is Sean Payton. This is Sean Payton at Walmart, returning Jerry Jeudy and Justin Simmons and Russell Wilson. Oh my God, he's getting that full refund, man. He kept those receipts, and not in the way we all thought. He kept those receipts. This is the return center at Walmart for Sean Payton. He's done, man. He's done. He would like that store credit, please, and thank you. And there they go into the back room, man. They're gonna get repackaged and thrown on a shelf. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good, man. That's hilarious. Wow. All right. Now, this one I did understand. Now, I just didn't quite could see who this guy was. This is that meme of death going to every door, right? And taking down the next person after. I can't quite tell what's on this side, but what does it say? Josh is our guy. Oh my God. Okay, so it's the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals quarterbacks. That's Josh Rosen, right? Who was the guy before that? Was it Josh Palmer or not Josh Palmer? Carson Palmer, whatever. I can't quite tell who was in that one. But here comes death for another Cardinals quarterback in Kyler Murray. All right, he's there. I get that one. This one I was completely confused on. Why is there a naked person running across my screen right now? What is... I want to know this guy's story arc. Is he the villain behind the scenes of this whole thing? Is this guy... What's his story? Oh, it's Mardi Gras. Okay, so this is the New Orleans Saints, right? Yeah, the Saints week 8. So you just can expect some naked people in Mardi Gras. I can't quite see what's on the poster back here. Is that a guy wearing a Vikings? A woman wearing a Vikings jersey, or is that a basketball thing? So I'm pretty sure I saw a basketball guy here before, right? I honestly have no idea. That's Zion Williamson, right? So like I don't know what's happening. I'm not a huge NBA guy. I know what this is. This is a voodoo doll, right? And I noticed that a Falcons fan got a hold of it, and he wanted to wreak havoc on their division rival. I got that. I didn't get the NBA reference. I got this one, though. I got this one. This is why all the crazy stuff's been going down in New Orleans. There's a voodoo doll in the loose. What do you got? Bounty Gate, Minneapolis Miracle, Kevin James, Sean Payton, and the no PI call. Oh, that's fantastic. I love how they have the Falcons fan as just like a generic D-bag. Oh, man. Continue on. Okay, so what does this say? Factory of sadness. Factory of sadness. This is the Cleveland Browns, right? Cleveland Browns week 9. Factory of sadness. At least we're not Detroit. Oh, my God. You can't say that anymore. That's fantastic. At least we're not Detroit. I thought this was some spin on like Santa's workshop. I guess it kind of is. They got the elves working away. What did the boxes say? Is that Manziel? Are these the quarterbacks? That says Manziel on the bottom. What's that? Whedon? Is that? Oh my God! Wait. Oh my! These are all the. There's Couch. There's Mayfield. There's all the ex-quarterbacks of the Cleveland Browns. Who's holding? Who's this up here? Is this who's holding this up here? What's that? It says we just lost to some elves. Okay. That's LeBron? Okay, that's LeBron. Oh my God. Look, there's the wide shot. 2017 winless season on the board there. You got Couch, you got Kaiser, Whedon, Kessler. Oh, that's fantastic. They're just pumping out quarterbacks in that factory. They can't get it right. That's great. That's great. LeBron, Whedon in Cleveland, yeah. That's great. Oh, my God. Here's the Titans, okay? So there's, what is this? Some kind of sad ice cream truck and a bus with the number 8 on it. A bus with the number 8 on it. Where are they? What is this? A courthouse? A law house? And there's a dude walking in with like a bubble bazooka. I had no idea what was happening in this. What does this say? The Red Stallion. What? Pirates? Lightning McQueen? Baltimore Orioles? 49ers? 69ers? Why are they, and there's Derrick Henry. I recognize that. Derrick Henry on the bust here. Wait a minute. This is the release. I just gonna say that, Matthew. This is the release video that they did last year, right? That was actually really funny. So if you guys don't remember, they went up to a bunch of random people last year, and they did that thing where they showed the logo, the NFL logo, and said, "Who's this team? Do you know the NFL? Who's this team?" And people would take their best stab at it, and that was posted on the video for their schedule release. That's actually pretty funny. I have no idea what's happening here. Now I understand the references. Repo Man has come to claim your last remaining asset. Oh, wait. This is Repo Man. So they're taking Derrick Henry. That's great. Okay, they're taking Derrick Henry. What is this guy? Is this the Repo Man? They're taking Derrick Henry? That's fun. Yeah, that's him. They're taking Derrick Henry. Titans fans are sad. That's funny. That's a deep cut, dude. Speaking of which, I had no idea what was happening in this Bengals one. Like, what in the hell? Okay, first off, I can kind of see it. That's the elf, right? The Browns elf guy that put that like Looney Tune on the middle of the field last season, I think. Okay, and is this Joe Burrow in that wacky suit he wore? That's him walking up. What's happening on the screen up in the top there? Hang on, there's so much happening right now. What's happening up on the top left screen? It looks like a Madden simulation or something. He's throwing the balls behind him. What does it say? There are good snacks and there are bad snacks. What? Okay, 7-Eleven always open. Nice. Cool. He's walking up to Jamar Chase out there. Okay. Jamar Chase and the cat. Okay, so missing. Have you seen this man? That's the Browns elf for sure. That's the Browns elf for sure. Yeah, I like that. It's his no-look throw. Ah, okay. I see you. Read that Thanksgiving weekend travel from LA is going to be... Yeah. Okay. Chase is a 7-Eleven sponsor. Gotcha. Okay, I kind of get it. Now all the ladies are following Joe Burrow into the woods, into the jungle. What? And there's that's the thing that gets me. What in the heck is this thing? Why are we in Kentucky? What has happened? This is maximum. Out of all of them, I have no idea what's happening. Why? It said, "Welcome to Kentucky." This clearly looks like the jungle with some ravenous monster cow things from Little Shop of Horrors. What is okay? So what is it? A piece of cake? Why? I have zero idea what's happening. You guys are gonna have to help me out with this one. Joe Burrow is trying to get a cake from a plant thing, and it eats him. What? And then all the ladies are laughing. Why is it? Okay, all right. Are they laughing? Are they crying? They're crying. Okay, so Joe Burrow tried to get his cake, and the cow ate him. And I think, oh my God, there's an. I think that's is that Harambe? Okay, all right. You guys in the comment, do you guys have any idea what's happening? Taking women across state lines. It's a cow plant. It's like a Venus flytrap. Kentucky is a stone throw away from Cincinnati. Okay, so he's just what is okay? Yeah, I have no idea. You guys are going to have to decipher this one for me. We're going to have to get a pamphlet or something and decipher this one. I have no idea what's happening. Just a cow plant thing with the cake. He eats Joe Burrow and all the women get sad. And they're in Kentucky for some reason. Next up, this is the because this is the Harbaugh Bowl, and it's easy to see what's happening here, okay? There's a lot to decipher, all right? We got the family photos up on the wall. There's John Harbaugh jumping on the bed. Looks like they're bunking together in the same room with his Ravens poster. I think this is all their little family photos of them playing ball together growing up. You got Lamar Jackson's tweet on here. It says Johnny on the bottom right here. It says Johnny. It says Johnny. Oh, my God. Then there's Jim Harbaugh on the other side. This is that show that he talks all the time about. Okay, there's a lot going on. Hang on. This is that show that he talks all the time about. The Rockford Files. The Rockford Files that he talks all the time about. His vision board has his RV. That's hilarious. That he's living in on the coast right now. He's got, what does this say? Jim Harbaugh's words to live by. Okay, so all his quirky sayings. That is absolutely fantastic. They got the room divided. Ravens, Chargers, and then the epic pillow fight to boot. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Chargers, Falcons week 13. We're in Georgia for this one. In Atlanta. What am I looking at? What is this? Does it say fart 42? Who did I marry? What is even, I don't, that's something I absolutely don't understand. Does it say fart? What does it say? Fart, who the freak did I marry? Okay, yeah, what? I don't know. 21 Savage. Okay, that's 21 Savage. Here's Georgia football. Lots going on here. They're in the club, and then Nine's walking in. Okay, so this is Michael Penix Jr. This is what I caught. This is Michael Penix walking into the club that Kirk Cousins is running, and he's shocked to see him here. There he goes. Yeah, that's great. Michael Penix walks in. The Kirk Coach Haynes. Oh, man. That is fantastic. Kirk Cousins, who's all excited to party, man. He sees Michael Penix walk in. He's not too happy to see that, I'm sure. This one was savage. Jason comes in with the 5 months, says, are you going to do a Madison this year? Yes, I am. I want to see us winning the West this year. My wife would like to say thank you for the help in the tornadoes we had. Oh, absolutely, man. I hope everything worked out for you, dude. I know that's super scary. I'm glad you and your fam are okay. This one, dude, I can't believe they just did what they did. Okay, so in the audience, first off, I think that's Mama Kelsey back here, right? Is that Mama Kelsey? Yeah, she's got the half Eagles, half Chiefs jersey on, right? So this is Mama Kelsey in the courtroom. There's a couple. Who else is back here? Is that Mahomes? Is it supposed to be Mahomes? Is that supposed to be who's number 10? Is that Pacheco? Who's this green guy in the background here? So they're in court, okay? And obviously they're here to discuss the fate of the Chiefaholic. Who, if you guys didn't just hear, this morning Amazon greenlit a crime series about his shenanigans over the past, decade? Absolutely insane. The Travis, yeah, Kelsey sitting next to Mom's right there. Absolutely. So they're sitting here in court talking about this whole thing go down. Chiefaholic, he's not too happy to hear everything. Oh, that's savage. That's absolutely savage. Chiefaholic in court. Week 15 is the Buccaneers. Here's Baker Mayfield ready to cook. Right? He's getting the recipes and he's whipping up some flapjacks. And there's the fire. That was Pat McAfee? Oh my God. That was Pat McAfee, the judge. That's Pat. That's hilarious. That's also hilarious. There's Baker Mayfield ready to cook. Oh, that's so funny. The Tampa Bay on fire. It says right tight. What does it say in the background here? I missed the other one. It says it's Antonio's. A picture of somebody randomly eating. All right, Broncos week 16. So we have guys walking up to the wishing well. More NBA references on it. Is that WNBA? I can't tell. Okay, so he walked up to the well. I have to imagine this is a Broncos fan. He says, wish for a franchise quarterback, wish for cap space, or wish for good uniforms. I don't know if you guys saw. Oh, man. But the Broncos' new uniforms, when they were launched on social media, were not received very well, including by me. That's Jokic? Okay. I recognized him from the underdog, the underdog fantasy. Oh, man. Jokic. Yeah, so the uniforms definitely were not good. So he wants more cap space. He goes and throws the coin in. It lands. It catches on fire. They get the money, knocks him off over the head, and that team's on fire. Of course, referencing all the moves that they made that probably Broncos fans weren't too happy to see, including the Russell Wilson cut, which that's what it says up here in the right. It says, wishing well error. Did you mean dead cap? He got hit on the head with one of the biggest dead caps I've ever seen from Russell Wilson. That's absolutely fantastic. I don't even remember what the number was, but it's probably I think it's the most in NFL history, the dead cap of Russell Wilson to the Broncos. Absolutely fantastic. Next up, Patriots Week 17. What does it say? Foxborough retirement home. Lots of NBA references in here. You guys are going to have to help me out with that. Some old guy in a wheelchair. Oh. Somebody trimming the hedges out there. Now, here's where all the greats, right? These are the greats in terms of the New England Patriots. First off, there's Bill Belichick's dog drafting in the background up here, right? That's Bill's dog they talked about. What was that reference at was it at the roast? Accidentally drafted Tom Brady because his keyboard fell on the ground and the dog stepped on it. There's all the Super Bowls, all the old people. There's Goodwill Hunting. There's Big Bill out there walking out of the tunnel. House rules says PSI, like air in a tie, like air in the football. PSI rules. It says play nice, and I can't read the other two. That's funny. Then who do we got in here? I can't quite see the number on this guy. 3? I think this is Gronk. I think that's 87. I think that's Edelman back there. Edelman and then Tom Brady. And they're doing their little sketch art here too. And what are they doing? They're in this little machine thing. Yeah, Deflategate. Yeah, dude. Okay, so is he showing a magic trick? What is this? What is happening? Just everyone's doing activities at the retirement home? That's great. The finale. Okay, your dynasty has ended, but the town lives on. There's no reason to let this house stay empty. Would you like to restart? The Tom Brady, Bill Belichick era is over. It's time to restart and start a new game. Oh, man. That's great. That is great. And then finally, Week 18. This is the one I was most excited to come back and see. Here are the Chargers losing 7-63. There's that obnoxious face on the giant orb in Vegas. What does it say? Welcome to football's most notorious fans. TBH, to be honest. Oh, the black hole. The black hole. Okay, the notorious fans. Okay, so I'm guessing they're all in prison. Hang on, I got to see what this QR code's about real quick, too, while we're on it. Yeah, they did this last season. Let's see what happens. Okay, so yeah, like they did last year, there's a button. I don't know if you guys can see. It says Chargers fans, click here. Raiders fans, click here. Okay, so of course, we're Chargers fans. And it's going to take us to buy tickets. Okay, so what if we were to click on the Raiders fan side? Raiders fans, click here. Oh my God. If the Raiders fans click on it, it takes you to the World Clown Association. Legit phone number and everything. Oh my God. This is a reminder that the liability insurance is only available to members of the U.S. mailing address. This is insane. Oh, that's savage. That is savage. That is great. That's absolutely great. Chargers, savage as always. Raiders fans all duked up in their clown makeup, of course, as provided by the Clown Association of America. And their most savage fans while they're all arguing in there, of course, watching the game from their cozy cells. Oh, what does it say? It says property of Tom Telesco. Oh my God. What? What does that say? It says deputy on duty, Tom Telesco. That's him walking around. Oh my God. Deputy on duty. Family trust, respect, new. Oh man, what does that say up there? I can't see the orange one. New autumn colors, something. I can't quite see that one. That is absolutely fantastic, and that closes us out. Wow, man. That is absolutely friggin' fantastic. Bravo, man. Bravo to the Los Angeles Chargers and their social media team that just continues to kill it year after year. Absolutely insane. Orange sign is apparently Orange is the New Black reference. Okay, I got it. Yeah, we're gonna watch the credits here together. So I'm guessing this is Joe Ortiz. I think that's Jim Harbaugh. You got Joey Bosa back there, Alohi. I think I might see Justin Herbert back there too. Okay, so someone's putting a pizza in the oven. This is number 7, and they're putting flowers and stuff together. I actually didn't even see that. What is this? Who's number 7? Is that a chief number? Who is this? They're putting a pizza in the oven. That's Butker. Wait, is this reference to him doing manly stuff? Oh my God, how did they get that in? It just happened. Wait, it just happened. How did they know? They're from the future. This just happened. How did they pull that off? That is ridiculous. He's staying in the kitchen. He's wiping the counters. He's sorting the flowers. Oh my God. How did they do that? That literally happened a few days ago. Oh my God. That is fantastic. Wow. That is fantastic. Then we got, it looks like a Dolphins fan, and they're walking up to is this a podcast? He's saying, yeah. I don't get that one. The Dolphins fan. He's just happy to be there. Yeah, this beat was rough. Is this Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers, he's coming back out into the daylight because he put himself in the darkness for what? Like a week? 10 days? This is him coming back out seeing the light. That's great. That is great. And then he has these. What is the baby? This is one of his visions, right? He sees the baby, the stinky baby. I don't understand. I know Aaron Rodgers went and put himself in the darkness. What is the stinky baby? An alien baby? Wow, I don't know. That's crazy. Wow, dude. Congratulations to the Chargers. It's an alien joke because Aaron Rodgers believes a lot of cookie stuff. Man, that was fan-friggin-tastic. What a show the Chargers social media team put on. Okay, now we're gonna put this to a vote, okay? We're gonna put a poll down here. We're gonna start a poll. We're gonna say, I'm not even gonna tell you guys. I'm just gonna roll it. What do you guys think? How does this one stack up? How does this stack up? Do you guys like the anime or do you guys like the Sims one more? Because that was fantastic. Those are both so hard to top. And I'm actually really excited to go see the other teams and what they ended up doing. That's absolutely fantastic. Did you guys like the anime one more? Did you like the Sims one more? This is crazy. I cannot believe they did that. Whose idea was this, man? That's absolutely nuts. We're going to let that run for a few minutes here. All right. We got some business to attend to here now, man, too. We got some business to attend to. Let me go ahead and put this here real quick so I can see it. we're going to kind of go over the schedule a little bit too. Like, let's get serious, right? Let's get serious and see what's going down with the Chargers' opponents now that we kind of have an idea what's going to be happening. Now, of course, we can't do this without making an awesome announcement here for you guys. This Sunday, we're going to see the return of something quite fun that has been requested on this channel quite a bit. The return of Sim Sundays is making its way back on Sunday. We're going to be going, I think it's 2 games a week. We're going to go once a week on Sundays. I think it's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific. I think that's what we're shooting for, but nothing official yet. And we're going to be going through and simulating all the games for the upcoming season on Madden. If you guys want to join us there, I like to treat it like a real game. It makes it pretty fun. But Sim Sundays is coming back. Sim Sundays is coming back this Sunday. Now that we have the official order, we have the official schedule, we're going to kick off Sim Sundays, which should run into or close to the preseason. Right, it's pretty fun. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Sim Sundays is basically we take the Chargers roster we updated on Madden, and then we just kind of play all the games on the schedule leading up to the actual season. We watch the simulation. I don't control the players at all. We just kind of watch everything happen, and it's a really good time. It's a really good time, actually. Surprisingly good time. Kind of get a nice preview of what the roster and stuff looks like. So anyway, should be fun. Should be fun. This Sunday, again, I'm shooting for 11 a.m. Pacific for those of you guys that want to participate. Let's go ahead and end the poll right here as well. And so 67% of you guys preferred the anime. That's fair. But my goodness, that Sims definitely was a lot of fun to watch too. Congratulations to the Chargers, man. That was absolute hype. All right. Let's go ahead and roll into what we're expecting in this year's schedule, man. Now that we've got the ins and outs of it, let's jump right in. Chargers are kicking things off with the Raiders. I already did this on Bleacher Report, so spoiler alert to anybody who was in that chat. It's going to be the same result as before. I'm going to give you guys a win-loss record of what to expect from this schedule. It's not going to be as long as if you guys wanted more of an in-depth look, definitely check out the Bleacher Report stream. But I'm going to give you guys kind of a glance at to what I think is going to happen in the 2024 season, as well as kind of look at some of the roster construction that's happened because a lot has changed. This was a very strong draft. We assume that a lot of these rookies are going to work their way up the depth chart, especially as we get closer to like week 15, week 16. A lot of these guys may be bigger parts of the offense, defense. But certainly something to take a look at in terms of the Chargers and what they might look like in terms of their schedule in 2024. And mind you, as we go through this, I need you guys to understand that the Chargers, so we're just not trying to be too biased here, rank is one of the best in terms of strength of schedule this season. Chargers have a pretty favorable schedule for the first time in very many years. So if you guys are thinking, man, director, the win-loss is a little bit higher, a little bit lower, whatever, just know that the schedule does kind of reflect that in terms of what the opponents that we'll be facing. All right. Take a look here at the Raiders. Home opener, man. Week one, Raiders. What are we working with? Chargers, which we're going to go through their strengths and weaknesses as we hit every opponent here, do have a strength on defense that I think is going to be pretty killer this season, and that's going to be on the defensive line via the edge players, man. The Chargers are 4 deep in some pretty nasty edge players that should be affecting every single week in Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Tuli Tuipulotu, and now Bud Dupree. Okay, so looking at the offensive line is going to be pretty important for every matchup. Okay, in terms of their defense, I would say that's definitely going to be their strength. Linebackers look solid as well. DBs in terms of safety look solid. Corners could use a little bit of help. Now, the Raiders week 1, Aiden O'Connell. The reason I mentioned that is Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew is going to be the starter. I have to assume it's going to be Aiden O'Connell, kind of based on how they ended the season last year. But take a look at this, man. Their offensive line does look better. I'm not going to say it looks worse than before. It does look better. Colton Miller, Dylan Parham, Andre James, Jackson Powers-Johnson. I have to assume he's going to play center for them, right? Who knows? Other than the right tackle, it doesn't look as bad as before, but I still think they're going to have a really tough time containing the Chargers edge rushers, and one of these guys is going to go down quite a bit. The receivers, Brock Bowers, you guys know how I feel about that. It breaks my heart seeing him in silver and black, but it is what it is. Devontae Adams, those guys are going to be solid. Run game looks okay. Zamir White should see a pretty decent year now. Josh Jacobs not on the roster. Alexander Madison, one of my favorite backup running backs in a while. He wasn't great in a starting role last year. Not too much to worry about on offense from the Raiders. What about on defense? They have some pieces on defense that worry me. Max Crosby, of course, welcome to the NFL. Joe Alt, who's going to definitely be a guy we count on to slow down Max Crosby. Mad Max been a thorn in our side for a while now. But my biggest concern in terms of what they added in the offseason is definitely Christian Wilkins. This dude is a beast, and he's going to be tough to run against. He's going to be tough to pass against. He's going to be an awesome part of that defense. Not excited about him. Outside of that, you got other pieces like Jack Jones. I think he was a former Patriot. Nate Hobbs, good nickel. Trevin Moehrig, a couple of pieces here and there, but outside of the defensive line, not too intimidating. So I got us winning our home opener, Chargers-Raiders in SoFi Stadium. Week 2 at Carolina Panthers. Chargers taking on Bryce Young. Who else they got in terms of weapons? They kind of did a little bit of work, right? They got Chuba Hubbard still. Jonathan Brooks, though, coming in. Could be running back 1 depending on his health. If he's healthy by week 2, got to watch out for the run game in Carolina. However, he might be eased in, so the Chargers facing them sooner rather than later might actually help them out. We got Deontay Johnson, Adam Thielen, Xavier Leggett, some good receivers all of a sudden out there in Carolina. They got good tight ends and Tommy Tremble and Jatavian Sanders. Offensive line is a work in progress, although they got those tackles pretty sorted out. Robert Hunt is a nice addition there as well. And then on defense, I would say some of the guys that shine are Derek Brown, A'Shawn Robinson, Clowney, J.C. Horn. Defense certainly needs a lot of work, but I do have the Chargers definitely winning this one at Carolina week 2. Week 3, Chargers going to Pittsburgh to face off against the Steelers, who I kind of a heads and tails team for me, right? I'm not quite sure what to expect from this squad. We got Russell Wilson in there at quarterback, backed up by Justin Fields. Who knows what that competition looks like come kickoff? They got good running backs in Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, now Cordero Patterson as well. Wide receivers look pretty strong. Of course, they always do for the Steelers. Pickens, Jefferson, Roman Wilson being a nice addition. And then outside of that, they still got guys like Quez Watkins, Denzel Mims, Dennis Fitzpatrick, Calvin Austin. They got some weapons. Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington. Some weapons there for whoever decides to show up at quarterback. Offensive line looks okay. They got Fatanu out there. Mason McCormick is another guy I like quite a bit. Zach Frazier. So a lot of guys, a lot of new pieces on the left side of that line. Broderick Jones as well. Like, I have to kind of wait and see how all that syncs up. But all of a sudden, that line looks not too terrible. And then on defense, I certainly think they still look pretty good out here. TJ Watt, Ogunjobi, Cam Hayward, Patrick Queen, another big addition for them there. Joey Porter, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Sean Elliott, another good addition there. They could be a pretty solid squad, I'm not going to lie. They could be a pretty solid squad. I still have the Chargers taking them down. I think a lot of it depends on their quarterback play, and I'm not quite there yet with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, but definitely one I think the Chargers can win. So I got the Chargers winning 3 straight. A nice curve going into the NFL season. Of course, last year was definitely not like that. This year, schedule not looking too bad. Week 4, Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, who, well, we know what to expect from them, right? Patrick Mahomes, Pacheco. They got some actual weapons now in offense with Xavier Worthy, Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown making their appearance there. Maybe not as deep at wide receiver, but they got some guys to work with. Justin Ross could have a year or two. Sky Moore. Who knows with those wide receivers? Of course, they always do have Travis Kelce to lean on, a good offensive line, and a very good, I would say the most underrated aspect of that team is their defense. So unfortunately, I got the Chargers taking an L in week 4. That's leading us into our bye week. Get your complaints out now, Bolt fam. The Bolts got another week 5 bye in 2024. I'm not a big fan of the early bye weeks. I'm sure none of us are. All of us hope to see that closer to week 12, 13, 14. Instead, the Bolts will be taking it in week 5. And it is what it is, I think, at this point. It is what it is. James Delayan coming in with a $20 holla. What's up, dude? He says, okay, we got to do it, man. $20 haul. Thank you so much, man. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Thank you so much, James. Really appreciate the support here on the channel, man. Just a simple reveal video. Kind of crazy. Thank you so much for that, dude. $20 holla in the house. James, and give him some love in the chat, baby. Give him some love in the chat. All right, let's move on to week 6. 6, the Broncos. This is a team, man, where, again, it could be better than we think. Who knows? Let's run it back one more time. Go, 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 go.
WHO's got it better than US?
Who's got it better than us? RoboChat? Nobody. Thank you so much, my man. Broncos, week 6. Who knows what's going to happen with this team, dude? I for one, think Bo Nix is a step in the right direction for them, but I don't think immediately. I think it's going to be a learning curve for him. And we're talking about an early game here, week 6, right? I'm not quite sure if they're going to have it figured out by then, okay? So we got Bo Nix at quarterback. We got Javonte Williams. Audric Estime's now in the fold with them there, too. At wide receiver, they got Cortland Sutton, Josh Reynolds, couple of names here and there. Tight end with Adam Troutman, Greg Dulcich. Offense looks more or less meh. Offensive line looks better with Mike McGlinchey, Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, but still something I think the Chargers can take advantage of. And then on defense, which in the past, the Broncos have been pretty good defense. Like as a Chargers fan, that's kind of what they've been known for. This year, I'm not quite sure I'm convinced of that. What do we got? Pat Surtain, sure. DJ Jones, sure. Alex Singleton, sure. Outside of that, I don't know, man. Like some of the younger pieces, is there anybody that's gonna ascend? I honestly couldn't tell you. I think this is something that the Chargers can take advantage of at some point. Chris Abrams-Drain I liked a lot. I think we may be shocked to see how the Chargers handle the Broncos defense this season because they lost a lot of big pieces, including Justin Simmons, which I'm hoping that makes his way to the Chargers at some point. I got the Chargers winning that game. In week 6. Week 7, Chargers taking on the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals. I will say, I deep in my heart, I've liked the Cardinals for a while. In terms of like NFC team, I do follow the Cardinals since Larry Fitzgerald, right? One of my favorite players. I got a little statue of him down here. One of my favorite players in the NFL, Larry Fitzgerald. I've been following them, kind of seeing what's going on. I think honestly, they had maybe the best draft in 2024. If their pieces are sinking and their pieces are moving by week 7, this could be a very interesting primetime game for the Chargers. Again, a lot of it depends on Kyler Murray, but they went out there and they got Trey Benson, dude. James Conner already great, but Trey Benson to me, my favorite running back in the draft. They got Marvin Harrison Jr., my favorite wide receiver in the draft by a long shot. Did they end up double dipping? I don't know if they did. Pascal, George, Jeff Smith. I don't know if they did, but they got Marvin Harrison solves everything. Okay, Marvin Harrison's fantastic. They got tight end Trey McBride. I love him. Offensive line, again, it needs work. I like Paris Johnson. I like Will Hernandez. Everywhere else, I think the Chargers are going to be able to take full advantage of that. On defense, they got, again, some pieces. I like Zaven Collins, Bilal Nichols, Justin Jones. Definitely not a bad front. B.J. Ojolari. Linebackers, they got some dudes. Kaiser White, you guys know him. Mac Wilson. And then Budda Baker out here. Jalen Thomas. There's some guys in terms of rookies that I was excited to see come out of here as well. What were some of the guys that we're looking at? Maybe I don't remember. Max Melton was one of those guys. Definitely. Max Melton. Yeah, they had a solid draft. They had a very, very Miles Murphy out here too. They had a very, very solid draft. So yeah, I think the Arizona Cardinals going to present a pretty interesting scenario for the Chargers. I think Justin Herbert really good under the lights, though. I ended up putting that as a dub for the Chargers. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Saints. So this will be at SoFi Stadium in Week 8. Week 8, taking on Derek Carr. They got a meh offense, right? They got some guys. They got Chris Olave. Derek Carr's not bad. Alvin Kamara's not bad. I like Kendre Miller. They got some receivers. I like Rashid. I like Cedric Wilson. I like Jawan Johnson a lot. I think he's pretty underrated. Offensive line's not bad, right? They got Fuanga. They got Cesar Ruiz. Ryan Ramczyk, definitely not too bad. Defense certainly has some nice pieces. This is definitely the strength of their team. Cameron Jordan, Pete Werner, Demario Davis, Willie Gave, really, really nice linebackers. You got Paulson Adebo, Marshawn Lattimore, really good corners. You got Honey Badger out here. Really, really good defense, in my opinion. And honestly, I hate to say it, I said this on my Bleacher video. Every year we have that one game where I'm like feeling pretty confident going in, and we drop it. I don't know why this one stood out to me immediately for that. So I ended up giving us an L in the Bleacher Report chat. But don't worry, there's plenty of dubs going around in the rest of the schedule reveal as well. So I got the Saints taking the dub there. Week 9, we got at the Browns in Cleveland. And what I mentioned in this one, is where you face up against a team that is very similar to your own, right? The Chargers and the Browns, very hard, nose, smash mouth football. Very similar concepts. Who's going to execute better, I think, is what it comes down to. And let's be honest, the Browns have been doing it a lot longer than we have. They got a good quarterback in Deshaun Watson. They got Jameis Winston out there as a decent backup now all of a sudden, too. Nick Chubb's might be okay this season, but they got good backups in Ford and Foreman. They got great receivers in Cooper and Judy and Moore. They got a great tight end. They got an awesome offensive line. And then they've got an even better defense, man. It's Darius Smith, Tomlinson, Harris, Garrett, Koromoa, Bush, Hicks, like literally everybody. So good in terms of their starters. So got to watch out for this one. I did end up handing them an L for that one. Next up, Week 10 at the Titans. Titans. This is versus the Titans, actually, at home. I'm a Will Levis believer. I like Will Levis, but I'm not quite sure about the offense anymore. What's the identity without Derrick Henry? Tony Pollard's good. But is he Derrick Henry? Not to me. They got good receivers, right? Ridley, Hopkins, Boyd. They got other guys in here with a lot of upside with Burks and, some weapons in tight end or whatever. Like, they got pieces, but I don't know if it's all quite there yet. Offensive line still needs work. Dylan Rundens, J.C. Latham was a good start, I guess. They should probably have him at right tackle, right? Other than that, I think the Chargers are going to eat these guys alive. I think Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Thule, even Bud, like they're all going to get after him pretty bad. So I think as much as I like Will Levis, he's going to have to play hero ball versus the Chargers, who are going to have one of the most lethal pass rushers in the NFL. On defense, they got, again, some pieces. Devondre Sweat, I like a lot. He's coming in as a rookie. Kenneth Murray's pretty good versus the run. We know about that. Awuzie, Snead's very good. Hooker's very good. But again, I don't know if it's enough to stop the Chargers. I got the Chargers kind of winning this one pretty handedly, if you ask me. Moving into Week 11, this is versus the Bengals. Chargers taking on the Bengals at home. Bengals. Where are they? There we are. Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert. We know how that ended up last time, right? I think the Chargers have as good a shot as anybody to take down Joe Burrow. Very good team. Where they ended up last year, 9-8. I think it could definitely be, in the double digits this season. But they're rocking with a pretty good team once again. Zach Moss, decent running back. Great receivers, as always, with Chase, Higgins. Burton was one of those sleeper guys in this year's draft. Mike Gesicki at tight end. He's going to be great for them. And then offensive line is starting to see some life. Ted Karras, Orlando Brown Jr., Trent Brown. It's moving in the right, Alex Kappa. It's moving in the right direction. I would say definitely above average in the NFL, but I think the Chargers still have the edge there, pun intended, with Bosa, Mack, and the rest of the guys. On defense, I like some of the pieces. Hubbard, Rankins, B.J. Hill, Trey Hendrickson's fantastic. They got some nice linebackers. They got some decent DBs. Geno Stone added to the fold there. But again, ultimately, I think the Chargers, like I said with the Saints, I'm like, I'm not quite sure. Sometimes we drop some of those games that we feel good about. Well, this is one of those games where I'm like, I feel good about it, and I do think we're going to win. I got the Chargers winning this one. What about Week 12, the Harbaugh Bowl? This is one that, even though, I'm going to say, spoiler alert right now, I do have the Chargers taking an L on this one. Even though I think that could happen, I still really want to go to this game if I can make it happen. One of those legendary matchups, you know what I mean? We've been waiting for this for a while. And the Chargers, who are building a lot of their team based on this blueprint, it would be really cool to see them go up against it. But let's be honest with ourselves. This is going to be a very tough matchup. Lamar Jackson, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Derrick Henry with that squad, unbelievably filthy. I want no part of it. Other than the receivers, the whole offense looks really, really good. Mark Andrews going to really make up for a lot of that. I love Isaiah Likely. Offensive line is stupid good. Patrick Ricard at fullback is stupid good. Defense is even better in a lot of places. Matabuke, Pierce, Owe, Roquan Smith, Trent Simpson, another great linebacker. I think he's going to ascend. Van Noy, Humphrey, Hamilton, Williams, like everybody so friggin' good on that team. Going to be a tough game for the Chargers, even at home. I got us taking the L there. Yeah, but I think it'll be fun. I think if anything, it'll be a lot of fun. The Falcons, Week 13. We got the Atlanta Falcons. This team's, again, a bit of a wild card. Who knows what's going to happen? I think I have an idea, but take a look at this offense all of a sudden. Kirk Cousins, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, like that could work. Drake London, Rondell Moore, Darnell Mooney. I know they picked up another piece that I liked. Did they not? Maybe they didn't. Either way, offensive line, though, is going to hold them back. Jake Matthews is okay. Gary's okay. Lindstrom's okay. But this line's going to get eaten alive by the Chargers pass rushers. So keep that in mind. Defense, again, some pieces, but not the whole enchilada quite yet, right? Grady Jarrett's good. AJ Terrell's pretty good. Jesse Bates pretty good, but I think Chargers are going to eat them alive. I got the Chargers taking the dub there. Week 14 at the Chiefs. We already kind of talked about that. Unfortunately, I got us taking the L there once again. Again, I think the defense is probably going to be the most underrated aspect of that team, and I think it's going to shine in 2024 again. Week 15 versus the Bucks, right? That's at home. Tampa Bay Buccaneers run it back with Baker Mayfield. Kyle Trask bucking him up there. Running back, what are we looking at? Bucky Irving, okay. Rashad White, okay. Wide receivers look pretty good. Trey Palmer, definitely a nice fast weapon for them. Offensive line looks pretty good. Maybe not as good as I remembered, but definitely not bad. I think the Chargers still have the edge there, honestly. And then defense has some pieces. Vita Vea, the best nose tackle in football. Jamel Dean, Twan Winfield, Zion McCollum. But one that I have the Chargers actually winning in this one, I think I do have, right? Buccaneers, yeah, I have them winning that one. Week 16, the Broncos, we already talked about them. I got the Chargers sweeping the Broncos this season. Lots of things to build out there in Denver. They may find a little run like they did before, but I think the Chargers are going to be able to sweep them no problem. Week 17, the Patriots. I don't know if I have to say more. They have pieces. Like, who knows what Drake May looks like by then. I do fully expect him to be the starter. But what do you got? Ravondre Stevenson, who looked okay. Antonio Gibson, who looks okay. Wide receivers don't look pretty great. I like Jalen Polk a lot, but is he going to end up being wide receiver one? You got Juju, you got KJ, got a lot of like question marks at wide receiver. Hunter Henry's not bad. Austin Hooper's not bad. Offensive line needs work. Defense needs work. Outside of what? Godchaux, Barmore, Judon, Uche, Peppers, Duggar, maybe. I don't know. Like, I think the 4-13 team, even with the work that they did in the offseason, I only see them improving a couple of games. I think the Chargers win that one. And then finally, to close it out, Week 18, Chargers-Raiders. So we start with the Raiders, we end with the Raiders, and I have the Chargers sweeping the Raiders in this one. Just everything we said before. I think the Chargers are going to eat them alive via the edge rushers. And the run game, I think by this point, is going to have a very firm grip on the offense, and the Chargers are going to be way better for it. Okay? There you have it, everybody. There you have it, Bolt fam. The Chargers social media team did it again. Happy schedule release day. Happy Chargers. It feels like this several times in the offseason. Happy new year. With the draft, with the schedule release, with free agency, we just inch closer and closer and closer to kickoff. And now we finally have a lot of pieces to work with. Okay, so this Sunday, we're going to try and kick off our Sim Sunday series where we're going to be simulating the Chargers season with all the updated moves on Madden. Now that we have the official schedule, we're going to be going in order. I think the way we like to do it was 2 games a week, right? So it would be like 9 weeks worth of content leading into the preseason. So it should be a pretty fun time. My final prediction for the Chargers is 12-5, just spitballing. And again, some people may think that's a little bit high, but kind of goes to speak for what the Chargers' strength of schedule looks like. Chargers looking very good this year, and honestly, a very, very good and fortunate situation to lead into the Jim Harbaugh era. Well, guys, thank you so much. This has been The Director. If you liked what you saw here, hit us up with a like and sub on your way out. We are very close to 50,000 subs. I'm going to go hit the hay. I'm going to grab some dinner and hit the hay. Been a long, long day, but really fun leading up to the schedule release. Well, take care, guys. Much love. As always, bolt up, stay frosty. Leave your win-loss predictions in the comment section below. Action. Being a Chargers fan has been